Diror, good evening.
Good evening.
Diror, you're an Israeli citizen, am I correct?
Yes.
So, for how long have you been linked or attached or married to Nina Kutina?
We met, it was 2017. It was in Goa. She was in Goa when I arrived. It was my first time in India. And yeah, we got very close together. I met her together with her two boys. And I rented a house for us and we lived 7 months. That was you can say, our first uh, time together.
Okay. And
And
when was the last time you saw her, Diror?
last time I saw Nina was before I left to Israel. It was March 2025.
This year.
Yeah.
And where did you meet her last?
I met her in Gokarna,
Gokarna.
main beach. Yeah.
Right. And that is where she was found in a cave. So when you met her, was she already living with the children in a cave or was she living elsewhere?
So we met on the beach, but she didn't want to share exactly where she lives. When I arrived, I found her there because people told me she's staying close to the main beach. And I spent a few days close to them. And then I left back to Goa.
You met her for a very brief period, for some time, very short time.
Yes, yes. Like nowadays, our connection is not that good, and it's hard for me to come, and it's not very easy to be together with my daughters the last year.
Yeah. And so you went back to Israel and you heard about the story and you rushed back.
Actually, I came back before the story began.
Right.
I had the flight because I want to be here. I want to be also close to Nina's son, who was staying with me. So I actually had the flight ticket for last month, and then the war started in Israel, and my flight got canceled. And the moment I could book a new flight, I booked it, and it was last week. So I arrived on the 7th of July, and 3 days after, I saw this report, and I immediately booked a flight to Bangalore to try and first of all, meet them and then try my best to take care of the situation.
So from what I understand, her son lives with you and
So, yeah, like he was living with me for a few months
okay,
last season,
okay.
I could say.
And the two daughters are now with her.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what do you know about the circumstances why she began living in a cave? Is that because her visa expired? Is that what you understand?
So, first of all, she loves living in the nature. Like, I understand her. There's a lot of really good things for us. If it's fresh air and good water and, serenity and quiet. Um, like, we did have kind of for the first time a disconnection money-wise because I kept sending money from the moment we had our first daughter. Before that, we also lived together, so I took care of everyone. But since more than 6 years, I've been sending money and took care of Nina and all her kids. And just a few months ago, because it was she made it very hard for me to get in touch with my daughters. I told her I will stop sending the money unless I can be close to my daughters. And she said no. Then I stopped sending the money, and maybe this is also the reason why she started living outside. But I don't think it's the main reason.
Okay. And did you know that her visa had expired? Were you aware of that?
Uh, I was aware that at the end of 2004, she needs to renew the visa.
Right. Now, a lot of people are, fascinated by how the family, your family, lived inside the cave. I mean, I saw the first video a few minutes back where I don't know how she found that cave, first of all. It seems like she has also said that there was a spiritual awakening, and it appears like she has embraced Hinduism. And inside the cave, as you're entering, there are gods and the pictures of gods. It's a very, very endearing sight to see how in a cave where there are 3 or 4 trenches, 3 or 4 portions in the cave, very cutely done up for her kids, for her daughters to live there. You had no idea about any of this.
I had no idea about the cave, but first time I met Nina, she was living in the jungle, and I know how well she treats the space and how she makes every place a home, and how beautiful she also takes care of the children.
Tell us a little bit more about your daughters, because I was able to see a video. Of course, I can't show their faces because, as per the law, we need to hide and conceal their identities, right, in India. So I'm trying to do that so that we don't show the faces of your daughters to respect your privacy as well. But tell us a little bit more about them. They seem to be very happy living in the wild, in a cave with your wife.
Yes, they are like they're really artistic. They really love painting, singing. They love swimming. They are great swimmers because also when they were in Goa, we were going swimming all the time. We were close to a lake, um, and they're very connected to nature. It's like by birth. Like they spend a lot of time from all their childhood, just very close to nature.
What happens now? From a legal perspective, I believe your advocate is also there, Beena Pillai. I'd like to also bring her in. From a legal perspective, I'd like to hear from the both of you. You can start and then maybe Beena can take it from there. How do you plan to take this legally? Because see, as per the law, she doesn't have a visa. She will have to be sent back to her country. She will have to be deported, right? How do you now plan? I understand you're separated. Is that correct? Is my understanding correct, Diror? You're separated from her?
Yes.
Okay. So legally, what is the way forward for you?
So, my main, the thing I want the most is to be close to my daughters. And for that, I really need to make can you say, like a shared custody. Like not to take the girls from their mom, but to be with them as well. To be with them a nice part of the time, to be close to them. And if they will be now deported, it can be very hard to make that. They might disappear, and I will not be able to see them for a lot of years. That's my biggest fear now.
Yeah. Beena, from the Indian legal perspective, uh, I've been reading that she will have to find her way back, right? I don't know what the Indian government can do. What is the way forward if she were to be deported? How does that happen? And how are you fighting that?
See, the immediate deportation, when it comes to that, that is where we have disagreement. He was the one who was taking care of them, as he said, from 2017 onwards, the entire family, including Nina's 2 children, the boys, he was taking care of them. Every month, he was sending around $4,000 to the children, and Nina is not working. When it comes to the custody of the children, the domicile, of course, for those children are in India. They were in India for the past 5.5 years or 6 years, when it comes to the children. So the jurisdiction, even if we consider the international law, when it comes to custody, the place of residence is the jurisdiction.
Yeah.
So in that perspective, of course, Indian courts have the proper jurisdiction to consider the custody of the children. What I understood from Diror is that he wanted to ensure the safety of the children. He wanted to, ensure that the children are interacted with the public and they should get the proper education. That is the 3 things he has informed me. I'm also working, towards that.
So he wants,
Somehow doing.
sorry, Diror wants the children to remain in India. Is that correct?
I want the children to stay close where I am.
Okay.
I can go also to other countries, but I want to make sure that I know where they are and I can
Got
always
it.
get close to them
Got it.
and take care of them.
So she has 4 children, 2 boys earlier, and 2 girls with you. And she stopped taking the money, or rather, you stopped sending the money. I'm just wondering how did she manage living in a cave? How did she cook? Where did she? How did she feed the children? You know, very interesting questions because I didn't see too many vessels inside. I don't know. Did she cook? How did she survive with the children?
So I did when I met her in Gokarna, I gave her a new card and I started sending money again. It was less money than before, but enough money for everything they need. And how I know Nina, she can settle for a lot less. She can cook from the fire. She has a lot of, practice in that, in living outdoors.
Sorry to interrupt. In
Please.
fact, she has his card, and he stopped it for 2, 3 months, right?
Yeah,
Not for more than that. From 2017 to 2024, he was paying money as well as he was filling the card. That is what he said.
Okay.
And for 2, 3 months, he might have stopped it. After that, he has given the, fill the card again.
yeah,
So that way, I don't think that there was any problem. And the money which he was giving to her, I think $4,000 per month is you know, a big amount. Even they have taken a house in Goa where he was paying around 90,000 or 85,000 or something
yeah.
towards the rent.
Okay.
So all the comfort he has given to them, only worry in the sense, she left in 2024 December to Gokarna. So immediately he filed a missing complaint in the police station when
Right.
he is not able to find out the children. So those complaints are with me. I can also share if you want. So, after that he came to know from one of his friends that the children are in Gokarna. That is why he went to Gokarna.
Okay. Right. My last question to you, Diror. Now, there are reports that her visa expired a long time ago and she left and she came back via Nepal. What do you know about her re entry into India?
As I understand, she had visa, like a valid visa until August 2024.
Okay. Okay. So that's your understanding.
Yes.
Right. How are the children being treated there? I believe that they are at a women and childcare center. Are they being treated too well?
I don't know. I wish I knew more about how they're doing.
Okay.
In fact, he tried to, meet the children through FRRO, but he couldn't meet them. He didn't get a permission. He couldn't meet the children.
Okay. Very interesting. In fact, a lot of people are fascinated, surprised. It's such a human story that all of us are following. And we wish you all the best, Diror, in your attempt to. I know that you're trying to see the children and as much as you can. They're equally
Yes.
both yours and hers. And I wish you all the best in your legal battles to Bina and you. Thank you for speaking to Republic TV this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.